All right, let me ask you a question. How many YouTube videos do you think that you need to post before you get your first client? Honestly, that's one of the questions I get asked all the time, and I actually think it's the wrong question because the answer could be 1. It could be 20, it could be 50, or somewhere in between. But here's the deal. If you're asking that question, I think you're looking at YouTube the wrong way because the goal isn't to post one video and magically get a client. I mean, that would be amazing. The goal is to build a system that turns viewers into leads and leads into trust and trust into clients. Let me show you what I mean. When someone asks me, Scott, how many videos do I need before I get my first client? What they're really asking is, how long is this going to take? And honestly, I get it. We all want to know if the work we're putting in is eventually going to pay off. But here's what I've found. You could post your first video and you could get your very first client. That's possible. Or you could post 20 videos and not get one. Does that mean that YouTube isn't working? No, I don't believe so. Not at all. Because your videos have a much bigger job than simply getting someone to buy from you. Think about it. Someone watches one of your videos. Now what? What do they do next? Do they have a way to become a lead? Can they download your playbook? Can they join your email list? Can they register for a workshop? Because that's really the first goal. We're trying to turn a viewer into a lead, and preferably steady leads. Because once someone becomes a lead, now we have an opportunity to continue building trust. That's the shift that I want you to make, and I want you to start thinking about. Stop asking how many videos before I get a client. Start asking, how do I get someone to take the next step? Because once they take that next step, everything changes. Let me give you a real example. We recently had someone become a client. Now, here's the interesting part. They first found one of our YouTube videos, get this, 18 months ago. They watched that video, they joined our email list, started getting our emails, watched more videos, came to some of our free workshops, showed up to a live Q&A, and eventually they booked a strategy call. And now they're a client. So let me ask you something. Which video got the client? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't really care. And that's actually the problem with that type of question. When we ask which video got the client, we're assuming one video deserves all the credit. But in reality, it wasn't one video. It was the entire collection of content working together. One video got their attention, another answered a question they had, and an email reminded them about us. A workshop might have showed them the complete system. A live Q&A gave them confidence and got them to know and like and trust us a little bit more. And every interaction built another layer of trust. Eventually, they felt like they already knew us. And honestly, that's usually how people buy. Now, before we go any further, let me just call a quick little time out because there is a strategy behind all of this. And it really ties everything together. And it's exactly what we walk through with our clients, that we're helping them build this system to get steady leads, build authority, build trust, and convert people into clients through this video system. Now, if you would like to get a copy of our playbook, all you need to do is comment playbook down below and I'll send you a copy. It literally walks you through the entire strategy that we walk our clients through. If you'd like that, just comment playbook and I'll send it to you. Now, here's where I think a lot of coaches get discouraged. They post one video and nothing happens. So they think, I guess YouTube doesn't work. No, the video is now an asset. It can get discovered tomorrow, next month, 6 months from now, 3 years from now. Unlike a social media post that disappears after a day or two, a YouTube video keeps working. That's why I love the platform so much. It keeps getting discovered. It keeps building trust. That's why I don't look at YouTube videos as content. I look at them as business assets. Every single video is another opportunity for someone to discover you, another opportunity for someone to trust you. And when you have enough of those assets working together, that's when the magic starts happening. Now, this is exactly why we created what we call our Authority Binge Blueprint. And I want to be very clear. The Authority Binge Blueprint isn't about getting someone to binge your content in one afternoon, although that would be pretty cool. That could happen, absolutely, but that's not really the point. The point is creating a collection of valuable assets that all work together. Maybe someone watches 3 videos today. Maybe they get one of your emails next week. Maybe YouTube recommends another one of your videos a month from now. Maybe they attend one of your free workshops. Every single interaction gives them another opportunity to learn from you, another opportunity to trust you. So let me show you what I mean. This is the full blueprint right here. Everything starts with one anchor piece of content right here. This is where you teach your philosophy, your framework, and your complete process. From there, we create 5 to 7 supporting videos that go deeper into different parts of the framework right here. Then we create videos around the questions your ideal client is already asking right here. Then we talk about the problems that they're facing. Then we talk about the myths that they're hearing. These are all assets that are working together. You see how this all works? And then this final layer down here is the proof layer. And that's where we can talk about client wins. We can talk about revenue wins. We can talk about transformational stories. We can talk about behind the scenes and testimonials. Like all of this, you can see how all of this ties together, right? Now, just to be clear, all of these are assets that are going to be there for people to discover you. Also, for people that are on your email list that might have a question. Guess what? You can send them to one of your question answering videos. And then that's going to help them, which is going to build more trust for you. Now, think about what happens from here. Someone finds one of your videos, they watch another, and maybe they leave for a while. Then they come back because they got one of your emails, or YouTube recommends another one of your videos. Every one of those are assets and they're doing a different job. But together, they're building trust. They're building authority. That's what I call the authority binge effect. So let's go back to the original question. How many YouTube videos before you get your first client? And honestly, I don't know. Nobody knows. It could be your first, it could be your 20th. But I think that's the wrong thing to measure. Here's what I'd rather see you focus on. Building a collection of videos that work together. Because one video might introduce someone to you, another might answer the exact question they're struggling with right now. And another might overcome an objection. Another one might show proof that your process actually works. Another might explain your framework. You kind of see where this is going, right? Every video has a different job, but together they build trust and authority. And that's really the lesson I want you to walk away with. Don't judge your YouTube strategy with one video at a time. Judge it by the ecosystem you're building, because every quality video you publish becomes another asset for your business, another opportunity, another reason for your ideal client to trust you. Because over time, those assets begin working together, and that's when YouTube stops feeling random. It starts becoming predictable. So now you know, and we've really just scratched the surface here. There's obviously a lot more to this system than I could cover in just this one video. So if you'd like to see exactly how it all works together, and more importantly, how to implement it step by step, I recorded a full workshop right here that you can go through, and it will literally take you through everything that we go over with a private client. Watch that workshop. I'll see you there, and let's get to work.